it's definitely fun for us. It's fun for a lot of fans in the Midwest that, cheered us on when we were in college. I don't know, it's cool, like getting to see one of your best friends live out her dream. And then
what happens when best friends become rivals on the court? Caitlyn Clark's about to find out as she faces off against Kate Martin in the WNBA. It's a showdown that's got everyone talking, and Clark's recent comments are making waves across the basketball world. Imagine stepping onto the court and seeing your best friend on the other side. That's exactly what's about to happen to Caitlyn Clark. You know Caitlyn, right? The rookie sensation who's been lighting up the league? Well, she's about to face her former Iowa teammate and bestie, Kate Martin. These two were tearing it up together in college, but now they're on opposite sides.
Play against each other by the same time. It's definitely pretty weird for the two of us. Like, we were teammates for 4 years. We got very used to that, and now going against each other, like, you love it, you joke about it.
Clark's with the Indiana Fever, and Martin suiting up for the Aces. Talk about a plot twist. This game's gonna be intense. You've got friendship, rivalry, and some serious WNBA action all rolled into one. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. But here's the real kicker.
But like, at the same time, it takes some getting used to, so I know a lot of our coaches will be here on Wednesday night, so it's like a fun thing for all of them to be able to get to do too. And
Caitlyn said something about this matchup that's got fans losing their minds. You won't believe how she's handling this wild situation. What could it be? Let's find out. Hold up, because Caitlyn's spilling some tea about this showdown with Kate. You'd think she'd be all game face, right? Wrong. Her honest words are painting a whole new picture of what it's like when besties become opponents. And let me tell you, it's not what you're expecting. Picture this, Caitlyn Clark, the rookie phenom, sitting down for an interview about her upcoming game against Kate Martin. The anticipation is building, and everyone's wondering how she's gonna handle facing her former teammate and best friend on the court. Is she gonna brush it off like it's no big deal? Or maybe she'll go full-on competitive mode and act like Kate's just another opponent? Nope. Caitlyn's response? It's blowing people's minds. Here's what she actually said. It's definitely fun for us, but at the same time, it's definitely pretty weird for the two of us. Wait, what? Fun and weird? That's not your typical pre-game trash talk. Let's break this down for a sec. Caitlyn's not trying to downplay their friendship or act like it's just another game. She's keeping it real, admitting that, yeah, this situation is pretty unusual. It's like she's inviting us into her world, showing us that even pro athletes have these complex emotions when it comes to competition and friendship. But here's the kicker. By being so honest, Caitlyn's actually showing us how mature she is as a player. She's not pretending the friendship doesn't exist or that it won't affect her. Instead, she's acknowledging it head on. That takes some serious emotional intelligence, especially for a rookie in the spotlight. And you know what? Fans are eating it up. This isn't just another generic pre-game interview. Caitlyn's words are spreading like wildfire on social media. People are loving how genuine she is.
that memory and that joy with us, but I'm just super proud of her. I'm happy for her, and she's one of the hardest workers, a great teammate, great leader, one of the best teammates I've ever had, so it's fun getting to watch her have some success.
How she's not afraid to show that there's more to being a pro athlete than just the game face and the tough talk. Think about it. How often do we see this kind of honesty in pro sports? Usually, it's all about psyching out your opponent or putting on a show of confidence. But Caitlyn, she's rewriting the playbook on how to handle these tricky situations. It's like she's found this sweet spot between being a fierce competitor and a loyal friend. She's pumped to play, but she's not going to pretend it's not a little strange to go up against her bestie. And that balance, it's making fans even more excited to watch the game. Now, you'd think all this talk about friendship would soften the competition, right? Wrong. Caitlyn's next words about Kate are going to blow your mind. It's like she's rewriting the rules of sportsmanship in real time. You see, Caitlyn didn't just stop at calling Kate her friend. She went all out, praising Kate in a way that that's making everyone sit up and take notice. It's not just about the game anymore, it's about the bond between these two incredible athletes. So what did Caitlyn actually say? Brace yourself, because this is where it gets good. She called Kate one of the hardest workers, a great teammate, and a great leader. That's not just a compliment. That's next level respect right there. Think about it. Caitlyn's not just throwing out empty words. She's giving us a peek behind the curtain, showing us what really makes Kate tick as a player and a person. It's like she's painting this picture of Kate as this unstoppable force on the court, someone who doesn't just play the game, but elevates everyone around her. And you know what's crazy? This isn't just some PR move. You can tell Caitlyn means every word. It's like she's forgotten for a second that they're about to face off. She's just genuinely hyping up her friend, rival, or not. But here's where it gets really interesting. Caitlyn's not just praising Kate's skills, she's talking about her character. When she calls Kate a great leader, that's huge. It's like she's saying, yeah, we're on different teams now, but I still look up to this girl. And let's be real, this kind of talk's pretty rare in pro sports. Usually it's all about psyching out your opponent or talking up your own game. But Caitlyn, she's flipping the script. She's showing us that you can be fierce competitors and still have mad respect for each other. You might be thinking, okay, but won't this make the game less intense? No way. If anything, it's gonna make their matchup even more epic, because now we know it's not just about winning. It's about two friends pushing each other to be their absolute best. Imagine being in the crowd for this game. You've got Caitlyn on one side, Kate on the other, both of them giving it their all. But now you know there's this deep mutual respect underlying every play, every shot, every defensive move. It adds this whole new layer to the game. And you know what's even cooler? This isn't just about Caitlyn and Kate anymore. It's like they're setting a new standard for how athletes can interact. They're showing that you can be competitive as hell on the court and still be supportive of it. Alright, so Caitlyn and Kate are redefining sportsmanship. Cool. But here's the kicker. Their game is turning into a full-blown phenomenon. And get this, it's not just because of their skills. There's something else going on. Something that's got everyone from Iowa to Vegas buzzing. You might be thinking, it's just another WNBA game, right? Wrong. This matchup between Caitlyn Clark and Kate Martin is shaping up to be way more than that. It's like the whole Midwest is holding its breath, waiting to see these two former teammates face off. But why is everyone so hyped? Well, Caitlyn just dropped some truth bombs that are making this game next level exciting. She's talking about how fans from all over the Midwest have been cheering for both her and Kate throughout their college careers. It's like they've got this whole region invested in their success. And you know what's wild? It's not just the fans. Caitlyn mentioned that a bunch of their former coaches are gonna be there watching. Can you imagine the pressure? It's like having your old high school teachers show up to your big work presentation. Talk about nerve-wracking. But here's where it gets really interesting. This game isn't just about Caitlyn and Kate anymore. It's becoming this huge moment for women's basketball as a whole. We're talking about a sport that's been growing like crazy, and this matchup, it's like the perfect storm of talent, friendship, and pure basketball drama. Think about it. You've got two best friends, both insanely talented, facing off in a pro game. You've got fans who've watched them grow from college stars to WNBA rookies. And you've got this whole backstory of their shared history at Iowa. It's like a movie script come to life, but it's happening right on the court. And Caitlyn, she's not shying away from how big this is. She's embracing it, talking about how special it is for everyone involved. It's like she knows this game is gonna be more than just points on a scoreboard. It's going to be a celebration of their journey, their friendship, and how far women's basketball has come. So yeah, when Caitlyn and Kate step onto that court, they're not just playing another game. They're part of something bigger. They're showing the world what women's basketball is all about. Skill, passion, and those personal connections that make sports so incredible to watch. Alright, let's recap real quick. Caitlyn Clark's viral comments about Kate Martin, they're not just making waves, they're redefining what it means to be friends and rivals in pro sports. This game's turning into something huge, way bigger than just two players facing off. Caitlyn's pumped for the game, and she wants you to be too. She's talking about how awesome it's gonna be with all those Iowa fans and coaches showing up. It's like a reunion, but with a whole lot more at stake. You know what's wild? As Caitlyn and Kate step onto that court, they're not just playing a game. They're writing the next chapter in their friendship, their careers, and women's basketball history, and we all get to watch it unfold. This isn't just any matchup, it's a moment that's gonna stick with us for a long time.